Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and today's video. So in today's video, I am officially starting my first ever Pan That Palette series here on YouTube. I have 3 palettes that are going to be focused on YouTube sometimes, but mostly it's going to be on Instagram. But the palette that I'm going to focus on YouTube, showing you guys updates and everything, is the Nude Mood palette from ColourPop. You can't be able to see the packaging of it that well because of the sun. I apologize for that, but this is the inside of the palette. Originally, it was going to be the James Charles palette, but ever since my preferences started to change to where I want to do just more wearable looks, more toned down looks, more everyday looks, I decided to change out the palette because I didn't want to pan part of a palette and then have most of the palette be empty. So I wanted to use a palette that I know that I'm going to be using it every single day. So I had Tiny Decisions help me pick a palette, and it landed on the Nude Mood palette, which I did recently get last month. But because it's a palette that I would use every single day, I just decided that I'm going to pan the palette. Now, the other 3 palettes that I am planning on panning, but you will see updates on Instagram quite frequently, is the Tartelette Toasted palette, which is one of the older palettes that I've had in my collection. I had this palette for 3 years now. This is what the inside of the palette is, if it could focus on my camera. And it's another neutral palette in here. I keep forgetting that I have this palette. And so this is one palette that I want to get more use out of. I really want to make sure that I try to hit as much pan into the palette as I would like to. My goal is not to finish the entire palette, but my goal is to try to get more use out of it, make sure that there's more damage to it before it expires out. The next palette that I am hoping to finish by the end of this year is the Modern Renaissance palette. This is a palette that I want to be done. This is a palette that I've had since 2017. I've had 5 pans in the palette already, so that's really great. But I am hoping to finish up this entire palette now because it's been in my collection for forever. And so now that we're in 2021, I want to finish the palette by the end of this year. So this is going to be one of the last palette I want to feature is the Yes Please palette. I am so sorry for the lighting once again, but this is the inside of the palette. And this is also another older palette that I've had. I had it the same amount of time that I've had the Tarte palette for. So I've had it since 2018 as well. And basically, I am hoping to just get use out of these palettes. Again, I am planning on just finishing up the Modern Renaissance palette. And what I would like to do is, for the 3 palettes that I want to focus on for my Instagram, I am planning on, if I do meet my goals with those 3 palettes, then I can roll in another older palette and then be able to achieve the goals that I would like to achieve, and then keep doing that, so on and so forth, until the end of the year. The only palette, again, that I am planning on just trying to finish the entire palette is the Modern Renaissance palette. As far as the Nude Mood palette, I do want to get a lot of use out of it, and I know I will get a lot of use out of it because I wear neutrals a lot off camera. If you guys know how my makeup routine is off camera, I tend to wear a lot of neutral eyeshadow. Sometimes I may do something a little bit bolder than the browns and the golds and the bronze eye looks, but most of the time off camera I do wear a lot of neutral eyeshadow. And so I'm hoping to be able to meet my goals for this year. I did create a playlist for my project Pan, so you guys can be able to follow me on my journey, be able to see how much progress I've made on here. I made several playlist for you guys. So I have my get ready with me's, I have my project pan, I have my shop my stash on there. And so basically my mission is I want to get a lot more use out of my products. I want to be able to just enjoy the products that I have. I don't have any set goals as far as how many palettes I would like to finish by the end of the year. My goal for right now, my main goal, is to just get use out of them. I am officially on a no buy as well. And so for me this year, I don't plan on purchasing any makeup for the year. I don't know if it's going to go into 2022. I don't know if I'm going to just stop it in November or in early December. I also plan on, depending upon how much of my own makeup do I finish up by the end of the year, then maybe I would like to do a mega haul and get some things that I've wanted for so long, that I've been waiting to get but never got, depending upon just how much I have used up. I did get an Ulta gift card for my birthday, and I also am saving some money aside in case that I do decide that I want to purchase some things after my no buy. And so I am hoping to see how much I do finish up by the end of the year. I still haven't debated yet. Right now, as time went on in 2020, my collection did get bigger, but I am planning on decreasing the amount of makeup that I have as of right now, trying to get as much used up for this year, and just see how this project takes me. I will have some other side projects throughout the year just to keep you guys entertained and just to see how much I do use up by the end of this year. And so basically that is the reason why I'm doing my project pan. It's just to get use out of my collection, focus on my collection. There always seems to be a lot of new. And for me, it's getting to the point where I've just gotten so overwhelmed with all these new things. And I just want to take a step back, focus on what I currently have, and be able to just enjoy what I have, because you don't need to have every new release. You don't need to buy every little thing out there. And I know it's hard, but that's what I'm learning. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope that you guys will be encouraged and be inspired to just use your new stuff up. I can't wait, and I hope that you guys will join. See you.